listen to the show and peep what these dudes bring. If you didn't know, it's an orange and blue thing. Hope to win the championship and a few rings. We're talking baseball. It's an orange and blue thing. Walk off if the game's tied like shoestrings. It's a Mets podcast, orange and blue thing. Beat the other team with defense and a few swings. LFGM, it's an orange and blue thing.
What's up, Mets fans? I'm sorry. You know what? We start
every week.
Yeah, but you know what? The people at home should be happy that we're having a good time.
Yeah, we're so excited
because each week we kind of start the show off where we're already like laughing before we go live because we're talking so much shit beforehand, and then like, oh shit, we got to hit the button. Let's go live.
Literally, we were mid conversation. I was like, oh fuck, we're live. Hi.
Shout out to all you guys at home. I'm sorry about the audio issues last week. I'm hoping that they are corrected this week. I changed the mic. I changed the microphone, my microphone wire, did all that stuff. And hopefully we are glitch free this week.
Woohoo.
I can't do anything about Julia laughing louder than me, but that's the way we are.
I always try to move back from the microphone the second I know one of those like full belly laughs is coming out. But I'm sorry. I feel bad for the people who listen to like the podcast version. Probably like too much.
For those of the people at home that can't, partake in what I'm about to apologize for, I don't know if I smell. Do you normally take showers at night or during the day?
It depends on my day because I work with dogs, right? So
you do. I didn't know that.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. If it's a particularly messy day, I'm always going to shower at night. But like when we do this and I want my hair to look nice, I'll shower in the morning.
All right. I'm usually a nighttime guy.
Okay.
And then I don't know, whatever.
We're later in the day.
I'm all off. Yeah.
We're usually like, I get like 12 p.m. Darren, 3:30 p.m. Darren's deodorant has clearly won. I don't smell anything.
Well, you know why? Because I'm also rocking this brand new tank top.
Yes.
So now the pits are out.
They're free.
So, whatever. I apologize in advance to you. If anything goes to your side of the room, now that we are closer than 6 feet apart.
We're very close. No, it's fine.
Shout out to you guys at home. If you're watching live on either Facebook, Periscope, or YouTube, we are a live streaming show. We also go up afterwards as a podcast across all those platforms. So if you are watching from home, happy History Day to you.
Woohoo!
Let us know where you're watching from in the comments area, and we'll pull those into the stream here. We had a little bit of a wet weekend. It is now Tuesday.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of off, especially if you stayed up late last night to watch the game. Before the game even started, I kind of prefaced it on my Twitter account saying I have no confidence in myself to stay up this entire game.
I made it later than I thought I would.
You know what? I'm going to admit it now to the fact checkers in the comments. I dozed in the middle somehow, and I missed the Pete Alonso home run, which I think was in like the 7th inning.
Yeah, I fell asleep like right after that. It was like the beginning of the 8th inning. I felt confident in the lead, which I don't know when the last time, even like they were up 7-0, and I don't know when the last time the Mets had a 7-run lead in the game with that much bullpen left, and I actually felt confident enough to go to sleep, but I did, and it was fine. So
I woke up, towards the end, and I got to go back to my live tweeting because I did right before the game that I was going to give out $100 gift card to someone if the Mets scored 7 runs.
They did?
No, they scored 6.
I thought they had 7.
No, they won 6-2.
So okay, I don't know why.
So it was close.
I was still drunk.
So I was like, responsibly, of course.
Of course, obviously.
I wrote, if the Mets score 7 runs for deGrom and win the game, that I will give one person that retweets this tweet $100 gift card.
Oh.
And then it was like 2-0. Then it was 3-0.
Right.
Then deGrom drove one in. It was 3-0.
Yes.
And then I guess Pete Alonso hit his home run. Ended up being 6-0. So it was so close. So it will happen. Every time I've done this a couple times. Every time I tweet that out, everyone replies like, haha, that's never going to happen. Like,
it was close.
Yeah, it was definitely close.
I really thought it was, I don't know. Ignore me. Let's move on.
So shout out to the people watching from where they may be. We got St. Cloud, Florida. We got Port Jervis, New York.
I love how we didn't even ask. They just know.
No, I did ask.
Oh, you did? I thought you said send your location.
Hicksville, New York. Kalamazoo, Michigan in the house. David.
That's a fun
I'm going to butcher that last name. Paultana Wicks. Sorry about that.
I'm not even gonna try.
Killingsworth, Connecticut. St. Augustine, Florida. We got Utah. Bunch of people checking in. Happy Tuesday to you. Got into work today and realized that I'm going to West Virginia on Thursday. So in 48 hours from now, I will be driving to West Virginia.
On Thursday?
Wow. Because I'm racing the regional this weekend.
Heck yeah, you are.
In West Virginia. But I'm going to be just singing that song in my head the entire time. Like, West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
I don't know any other. It's like,
do you not know the song?
I know the song, but I only know like the chorus. So
Oh,
like
right.
the rest of the song.
I was gonna say, you
useless.
obviously weren't born when that came out,
I
but
still know the song. It was in a commercial.
did you watch speaking of commercials and music, did you watch Cruella?
I haven't seen it yet. I really want to.
So we were watching it. Well, I was doing some stuff in the house, but I popped in towards like the middle of it.
I heard it was good.
It was the music in the movie, because I
Yeah.
guess because it's Disney, they
Right.
have rights to like everything.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, like every like really popular older song. There was like Rolling Stones in there, like bunch of like cool.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Emma Stone plays Cruella.
Yeah.
How's her British accent? I was nervous for her.
sick.
It was
Honestly,
good?
when I was watching her, I was picturing like the Joker or something.
Oh,
like, the way that
wow.
she was able to, you know.
No, she's a great actress. I just didn't know she would pull off a British accent. So I'm now I'll watch it.
It was great. No, it was great. But plus there's
Awesome.
dogs in it, so you got to be excited
but
about
it's
that.
not the happiest dog movie. She uses dog fur to make coats.
Oh, does it? I don't know. I don't remember the whole story. I only got towards the middle of it, then I had to put Amelia to sleep.
Yeah, I honestly was kind of afraid. I didn't know if it would be too like dark, but it's a Disney movie. But isn't it
No.
PG-13?
I don't know.
Which is like
I'm not
dark
sure.
for a Disney movie. So whatever. I'll figure this out on my own time.
Yeah, you check it out. I'm gonna watch the rest of it tonight.
Cool.
I think before the game. But yeah, so Saturday, Friday night they had the rain out. Sunday was shitty. I was hoping that they were going to play. We were at the Inn Darts, and
Yes.
afterwards I was hoping to watch the game that night, and obviously
Did
it got
not happen.
canceled. But
Yeah.
so Saturday we were back into almost full strength at the ballpark. We had 600 tickets. The
How
section,
was it?
It was awesome to be back, high-fiving people and just having a great time, being in the vaccinated section. I'm sorry if you guys aren't vaccinated yet or you don't plan to be, but we had a great time, not trying to rub it in. But so we had 600 tickets out of the 859. And the way that it works is, I don't know why it worked out this way. I don't select my seats.
Right.
I purchase, I got 2 for Kelly and I, and then we ended up being kind of where we were for opening day. So like row 2 over to the side.
Okay.
And it's funny, like Dave Cancel and Justin Yu and someone else had my seats.
Oh, really? That's
and they're
funny.
like, this feels really weird. Like, we're in your seats. Do you want to switch? I'm like, no, have at it. Have fun. Because now we don't do the K count anymore.
Right.
Because Coors Light, shout out to Coors Light,
Woohoo.
took over like the whole wall in front of us. So I can't hang the
Oh.
K cards because it would cover the branding.
Right.
I mean, I didn't ask. I wasn't told you can't, but I don't.
We respect Coors Light in this house.
We respect Coors here. And,
You can always just like hold it up each time there is one.
No, that's stupid.
Like a cheerleader.
Because there is a K count, like the digital
there is
one in the left field area. But like we started on our first game when Dickey pitched. I think he had like
And I like how you
14
do
strikeouts.
you'll do like the unique Ks depending on the pitcher, like the comb one for what was it for Syndergaard, and then the hammer for Syndergaard was the comb for deGrom.
Comb was deGrom, hammer was Syndergaard, Steven Matz was
the
Long Island.
Yeah.
We did a couple like special road ones too. I think Dre and Miles actually used to like collect them, and they framed a few.
Oh, cool.
Because I got a bunch of different ones. But on the first day, they were foam board that I painted. And on the back, I signed them and also wrote 1 of 27, 2 of 27. So Foley's, which closed down, they got one of them.
That's cool.
And after the game, I threw them out. So like people in the crowd actually got to bring that home.
Random Ks. That's awesome.
Which I'm kind of pissed that I don't save more things.
You didn't keep one for yourself?
I think I have a couple, but they weren't game used. All the game used ones I threw into the crowd. And there's a couple big heads that never made it back either. I don't know which ones, but we used to actually let them float around the section and they would make their way back down to me.
Not
And
so
some
much
of them
anymore.
just never made their way back. I think we did like Wayne and Garth, or like Wayne's
I remember
World.
that. I remember just, I don't know why this sticks out to me, but I specifically remember Bob Saget as Danny Tanner in San Francisco.
Yeah. I don't think that one made it back.
Well, I wouldn't. Somebody would want to keep Bob Saget.
Well,
He's in
road
someone's
ones-
living room.
Think of it this way. How do you fly across the country with a big head? It was pretty
Bob
difficult.
Saget big head. How do you explain it?
I made big box, I take like our big t-shirt boxes, cut them down, and then I put padding in the side. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's
I
a
pay
lot.
extra for an extra bag just to bring big heads to California.
And it was just the whole time. I'm imagining you packing this the entire time. It's just Bob Saget staring back at you. It's great.
Shout out to our friend Gianna who was at the game.
Gianna, she told me she got to go.
She was in the section. I saw her rocking her
First
orange.
7-line game.
Yeah,
Love
she had a
it.
fun time. She says she had a great time. It was one of
Awesome.
my favorite Mets games. So I always love to hear that.
So cool.
Yeah, we got to chop it up a little. You know what? I feel weird because when I go down to my seats, I'm not trying to be antisocial by any means, but like I don't really mosey around the section. Like I go to my seat, I watch the game, and I wasn't drinking. No disrespect to Coors Light, but I got a race coming up, so honestly, for an amateur rider of my level, like I'm nowhere near any expert or pro level.
Okay.
But I take it pretty freaking serious.
As you should.
So like Shoemaker the other day was like, "You're not drinking?" He's like, "You're not racing tomorrow." They got because Sunday got canceled.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're not racing tomorrow." Got canceled. I'm like, "I'm racing next weekend." He's like, "You're racing next weekend. You can have a couple beers of the game." Like, I know I can, but like,
no,
I'd rather just not.
Fresh and
so
ready
it's like
to
boxers don't like have sex for like a month before their fight.
Never heard that.
Or like baseball, like certain, well, not the 86 Mets.
I
but
don't
like,
think baseball players are following that rule.
Some athletes have certain superstitions.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to race, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to drink tonight. But so I never left the section. I never went to the bathroom. I just went down to my seat, and I was just there.
But isn't that the best? You just
great.
got to watch the game.
Brought my snacks.
That's my favorite thing. It's just actually watching the game.
Little bags of popcorn. I was very jealous of Riley and Connor were sitting in front of us.
Oh, cute.
And they had their Uncrustables. I was like, man, I really wish I would have brought an
Somebody in that
Uncrustable.
section always has a Crustable.
Bradley used to bring boxes of them.
Yeah,
and throw them out into the sections. So yeah, we're all over the board here, but Saturday was really fun, and I'm hoping that you guys can join us at some point this season. When is the next home game? The next home game. Oh, also I wrote cold AF because I was freezing. I was so cold. I didn't plan accordingly. Yeah.
Listen, until it starts hitting every single day, it's 80 degrees regularly. I know to bring layers to Citi Field.
I'm such an idiot too.
Once the sun goes down, it's cold.
I packed a beanie and left it in my car. So like I just wasn't prepared. No. And Kelly brought 2 jackets. Richie and Tara had blankets.
Or as Richie calls them, covers.
Covers?
Oh, it's a whole thing. Or it's like, I think it's a sheet versus a cover. It's a whole thing. You can ask Richie about it later. I'm sure if he's watching, he will chime in. But he prefers to call those pieces of fabric a cover.
Okay.
I hate it.
There you go. Dave Gibner hanging out in the comments here. He said he stopped drinking weeks before he would run the New York City Marathon.
That makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so whatever. I'm just trying to make sure I do good. So it's the regional. Not that anyone cares about this.
I care.
Honestly, people don't give 2 shits because like I'll put something on like my personal Instagram of like Kelly and I or Amelia, baseball game, whatever.
Right.
Hundreds and hundreds of likes. Not that I care about likes.
Right.
I'll put up like, oh, I got first place at this race. It'll be like 82.
No, that's the same thing. If I post a picture of me at a Mets game, it's like 1 billion likes.
Yeah.
If it's just like me and a dog, it's like, all right.
Like, yeah, we know you like dogs. So it's like, Darren, we know you like their
yep,
bikes. Like,
same
it's
thing.
enough.
I
like,
get it. We have our brands, and if we stray from the brand, it's not what the people want.
Yeah, right. Brew checking in. He said he was wearing shorts, and he said it was a beautiful night. But I don't know what he was thinking. It must have been he had more Coors Lights than me.
Probably.
So anyway, our next game is going to be on Saturday, June 12th, and the good part about that is it is a 4:10 start. So not too early, not night game.
Perfect.
You know, if you want to like just have baseball be your day.
Yes.
And I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
How do we not have a drum roll sound
here?
yet? Come
I don't know. I am hoping that will be our first game back tailgating.
Ooh, that would be fun. And that's great tailgating hours too. Excellent
hours because, we can get there at like 11 or 10 a.m., hang out for a few hours, then go into the game by like, 3-ish. 3:30, getting there before national anthem and all that, which I'm very disappointed in myself too. I missed the national anthem because I was running a little bit late with the weather and everything coming from Suffolk County, and I got to the top of this like the steps after because you have to go in the bullpen gate now if you're vaccinated. They give you wristbands and all that, and I missed it. I felt like a dick because
they
I usually
give you wristbands now.
It says like vaccinated, whatever. No one checked it, but
but it's still nice to have just like for your own peace of mind.
I should have saved it.
Yeah,
like
it will be like a thing one day.
Yeah, right.
Vaccinated.
So just like Justin Yu's jersey, who's it's freaking awesome.
That's
100K.
So cool.
So I missed national anthem, but it is what it is. I'm sorry about that. But so the next game will be Saturday, June 12th, and the way we're working it is if you are a member for the first time since 2019, you get your seats back. So I'll be back in my regular seat. Actually, I take it back about the seats. The only person that I did tell the Mets to put in their regular seat or in the regular area was Indart because I wanted him to still be able to do the strikeout chant. I don't care where I sit, but like everyone looks for him now.
Yeah, they look for him in the corner, and if he's not there, it's like, who do we look at?
He moved. He was like up at the top, like talking with some friends. And Bauer was down there. So Bauer ran it for a second. Everyone's like, Bauer, you're the new general. No, I think
Andrew loved that.
I think Richie was calling him like the Colonel Bauer or something like that. But anyway, so
I love it.
Yeah, we'll be back in our regular seats. And for those that aren't vaccinated, the way it's gonna work, it's kind of the reverse. Before we had to like opt in to go.
Right.
Now everyone just is gonna automatically have their June tickets in their like ballpark app.
Okay.
So they don't know if you're vaccinated or not.
Mhm.
If you're not vaccinated and you want your money back, and you don't plan on getting the shot in time, you have to go in starting this Friday to get to like opt out.
Okay.
And
So
all
it's
those
on
tickets are
you.
going to go to the public.
Right.
So like now how we used to only have X amount for the public, we'll
Mhm.
probably have more public tickets than member tickets.
But
going
you'll
forward.
get those tickets back to sell yourself. It won't just
Yeah,
be
we're
like
not selling.
random.
I mean, the Mets.com.
But they know it's like the
Army.
7 line.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Got
Well,
it.
for the last game, it didn't come with a jersey. Usually it does.
Right.
Because I guess the Mets expected that more than our. Here
I
goes my
heard
voice
it.
again.
I heard
I'm
it.
not touching anything.
No.
I guess the Mets expected more than our. I think like 300 members were vaccinated or something like that.
Okay.
More than that, we're going to take those 600 tickets.
Right.
So they're like, we're not going to build out the website to include the shirt and set up a table and do all that if it's only
Sure.
going to be like 30 tickets.
It makes sense.
It ended up being like 300 tickets though.
Wow.
So the next game, everyone's going to get the option for the jersey.
Okay.
So letting you guys know ahead of time now, it does have on the patch on the sleeve, it does say 2020.
But
because
whatever.
We bought thousands of jerseys
In
last
memoriam of 2020.
year. So it's like a redo. So the jersey, the jersey.
It's a memorial patch.
Yeah.
We wear those sometimes.
It looks exactly like the membership jersey, except it's a jersey. So that's what's going to go down.
Love
Then
it.
the one after that is on Tuesday, June 22nd versus the Braves. That's a Tuesday night game. So
Ooh.
if you don't like weekends, you work weekends, whatever it may be, it's also a little bit less expensive, I think, on the weekdays,
Yeah.
and that's versus the Braves.
I might try and make that Saturday, June 12th game if I can snag a public ticket. Maybe I'll do that. I don't think I'm working.
Well, you did get tickets to Pittsburgh.
I did get tickets to Pittsburgh. I'm so
So,
excited.
Pittsburgh tickets went up last Friday, and I was extremely nervous about this one. A lot of people were telling me, you're crazy. Why would you be nervous? But 1,000 tickets sold in, I think, like 40 minutes.
That's insane.
So I hit up the team and I'm like, listen, do you have any extras? Because he did tell me like there's upper reserve,
Right.
upper bleachers and lower bleachers.
You did touch it that time.
But I'm not doing anything.
I know.
It's so weird. Upper bleachers and lower bleachers. And the lower bleachers are a different price point. So damn it. I was like, that doesn't make, we have to have one price point
Right.
and one area, because then if people are in the lower parts and be like, oh, that's your special.
And then
or
people
whatever.
are going to be more strict because you said it's like kind of like free ball seating. And then people are going to be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
paid
yeah,
more.
yeah.
I'm sitting down here.
So
Yeah.
he was like, well, we do have 200 extras on reserve if you want them. So we took those. We sold all 1,200 in like, I think it was an hour and like 15 minutes.
Wow.
Quick.
Awesome.
Really quick. Yeah, so that's the deal for Pittsburgh. I'm really hoping you guys can hear me okay, because my ears are freaking out again.
Yeah.
I started the show with, I fixed all this shit, and now it's already happening again.
Womp womp.
So
Did you hear anything from them in terms of if it needs to be a vaccinated section or not?
No, not vaccinated.
They don't care.
No.
Oh, okay.
So Philly, no vaccination needed. Pittsburgh, no vaccination needed.
Perfect.
Or like negative test. And LA, same thing. So
Cool.
I had my phone call yesterday with the Dodgers. I'm going to touch the microphone. I'm hoping it fixes.
Okay.
Did you ever watch?
It worked.
I don't know. Did it?
I think it worked.
You're way too young for this, but Happy Days with Fonzie.
I mean, I know what it is.
So he would walk in and like hit the side of like the jukebox or something,
Yeah.
and it would like play
Just
free
play.
music.
I think you just did that.
Yeah, I think I just fixed the mic by hitting it. So
No vaccinated sections.
no
in
vaccine
Philly.
needed, no whatever. They basically said, wear your mask if you're up and moving around,
Right.
and going into the team store, going into the bathroom, which is kind of common sense. But
Right.
like once you're in the seats or whatever, just kind of game on.
Okay.
So I had my phone call yesterday with the Dodgers. My rep was like, "Are you working Monday, Memorial Day?" And I was like, "Well, not really, but I'm kind of working always." I mean,
Right.
I
I'll answer a
I
phone
can certainly
call.
take a phone call.
Yeah.
So this is the deal for LA.
Ooh.
There are many options around the ballpark, but not as many tickets are available in certain spots.
Okay.
So I was like, listen, with how quick Pittsburgh sold out, I think we need to get a section that can hold more than 1,000. Because last year we were supposed to have 2,000.
Right. And we've never been to LA, and this is like one of
No.
the everyone wants to go to this
Right.
one. Yeah.
It's our last National League ballpark.
Yeah.
To close it out.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, the way that it works out, I mean, the Dodgers are a great team, and they draw well, even though their fans don't show up till like the third inning.
Yeah.
And they leave early.
Mhm.
But the section that we're going to get is kind of, it's hard to explain. It's not the 500 levels. They call it like 20 or 10. Or
Okay.
something. It's like
But
whatever.
it's up there.
But yeah, but there's only like 2 decks there.
Right.
So it's it's like the upper deck, but like the front rows of that.
Sure. Cool.
Just down the right field line, which is the Mets dugout side.
Oh.
So we have, I didn't write it down here, but I think it's 1,115 tickets
Wow.
with the option to buy a couple hundred more. And those tickets are going to go up on June 16th at
Wow.
10 a.m. And
And what day is that outing again?
August 21st.
August 21st.
So I kind of jumped ahead of myself here though, but Philly is August 7th.
Right.
Those go up on June 9th.
Okay.
The thing about this is there's only a little bit more than 800 tickets.
Ooh.
So we are going to do a members pre-sale like we used to do.
Okay, cool.
So if you are a member, meaning the home ticket package member, there's 602 members in that, they might want to join us in Philly because they can't join us at Citi without the vaccination.
Right,
so
right.
if you're a member, sit tight. You're going to get an email as soon as we figure it out on our website. We kind of block off listings and you get access there's like a gateway to get through or whatever.
Okay.
So members, if you want to join that, sit tight. We're going to email you about that soon.
And will they be able to buy just the amount of tickets they have on their package?
Yeah, because if they buy more than that, they'll be sold out. There'll be none left for the public.
All right, cool.
So I'm guessing we've done member pre-sales before. Like let's say out of the 600, half might come. So like 300 are going to be taken from that. So I'm not the best at math. So a little less than 600 will be available for the public because we have like 850, 830, whatever it is. So sit tight on that. If you're a member, you're going to get some details on that soon. There will be a rally bus.
Ooh, yay. Going there and back the same day.
Same day round trip. It's a 4:00 game.
Love
I guess we'll leave at like 10 a.m., get there in time to pregame somewhere and then go home.
Wasn't that, correct me if I'm wrong because I don't remember, the game we went to in Philly the first time, which was like 7 years the day yesterday.
Yeah.
Was that a 4:00 game too?
The game took 5.5 hours and it was dark when we left. So I would think it was a 4:00 game. Because if it was 1.
It definitely wasn't a day game.
No, because it would have been like 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely a like 4:00 start.
Yeah. So from experience, if it goes like 14 innings, you'll still get home at a somewhat reasonable hour.
Games are going to go 14 innings anymore. You know, I hate the extra inning rule.
It sucks.
But for that, it's kind of like, especially the other night when it was freezing out.
Yeah.
I mean, there was never going to be extra innings when they scored 13 runs.
Right.
But I was saying when the game started, I'm like, well, if it does go extras, we won't be here forever because it kind of goes quick,
I know.
You know.
But isn't it? I think there was a stat. It was like there hasn't been a single game. This was a few weeks ago, so it could be wrong at this point. There wasn't a single game that went past like 12 or 13 innings so far this season.
Wow. There's been like 20 no-hitters.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I wrote this down last week. I don't know if we even talked about it, but way too many no-hitters in the game. They got to pick a ball and stick with it.
Yeah, I think
because no offense to Pete Alonso either. He wouldn't have hit that many home runs. He would have hit a lot of home runs.
Yes.
He still hit more than everybody else.
Of course.
But he probably wouldn't have broken that record if they didn't fuck with the ball again.
Right. But it was exciting and it was fun.
Great. It was great.
Yeah.
And that's the same way they kind of look the other way too with the Sosa and McGuire and Barry Bonds and all these guys breaking records.
You know why? And this is why I'm okay with the juice ball, because our best hitter broke a record for home runs and our best pitcher still won a Cy Young. So it clearly...
Isn't that nuts? Like
maybe we're just good.
Well, it just makes Jacob deGrom even
He's
better.
Insane. He is a freak of nature. I'm just waiting for a story to break that, like, I don't know, they find out he's like a robot. It makes no sense.
Well, at least you change your tune. You always think everyone's a killer.
Well, I do still think it's zero killer. That is completely still on the table, still 100% thing. But maybe it's because he's, I don't know, a transformer. I don't know.
So he has a 0.71 ERA and a 450 average, which is insane. And it's funny because someone posted this before, like the MLB Instagram account, like all they post is Mets stuff now.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this an MLB account or is it like a Mets fan account?
Fine by me. And when deGrom came up for his first at bat last night, the fans were chanting MVP in Arizona.
Yeah.
Which was
There's
amazing.
a lot of Mets fans there.
I know. It was so funny because I didn't realize that deGrom was coming up to bat. And I think whoever was batting 8th right before him had like just gotten his first major league hit or something, or at least first hit as a Met. And I thought like the fans were like kind of trolling him by chanting.
Mason
yeah,
Williams.
I thought they were like chanting MVP at him. And I was like, oh, that's not really nice. And then I realized, oh, it's deGrom.
Well, it's funny. I wrote a tweet the other day. And I'm too lazy to pull it up now, but it said something like this has to be some sort of record for this many people to have their first
in
hit
like
as
a month
Met in like a span of like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
There's another one last night. Mabin had one on Saturday. And you know that I put the flags up for only runs usually. Mm-hmm. I put the flag up for Mabin's little roller up along third.
Oh.
And Lindor also got a hit, so I put it up for him as well. It's usually only reserved for runs.
That was monumental.
But yeah, it had to happen. So this is a pretty crazy stat as well. Which we all know, like every time there's like a new deGrom stat or something that someone points out, it's like you're not shocked by it.
Yeah.
But I said this last week, and I don't want to jinx the guy because we need him to be healthy. We need his success in order for us to be successful as a team. But this trajectory
I know.
of
Scary.
velocity of Jacob deGrom going back to 2014. If you're listening afterwards, you can't see it, but this is a chart here. And in 2014, his average fastball, or actually average pitch velocity, not just fastballs, was 94 miles an hour. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It is highlighted here in the corner where it says four-seam fastball. So his fastball was sitting at 94. In 2015, it spiked to 95.5. In 16, it went back to 94. And every year after that, it's been escalating. So now we're in 2021 and he's averaging at 99.
That's insane.
Average.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but I don't want to jinx it. But you can't. It's his arm isn't a piece of machine.
Listen.
Unless we're all wrong and robots are alive and well here on the planet.
I think I'm onto something. But it was so wild. And they said also last night he just like randomly in the middle of an at bat threw like an 84-mile-per-hour curveball. It was the first curveball he had thrown all year.
Right.
What's insane is Steve Gallups tweeted something like Jeremy Hefner has said multiple times, like, it's one of the best curveballs I've ever seen, one of the best in the game. He doesn't even use it. He is that good that he doesn't need to use the best curveball in baseball. He's good by himself. It's crazy. Freak of nature.
It's insane. And but it's crazy too, because it's I'm not tired of the tweets or tired of like the amount of love he gets, but it's almost like
we get it.
We know.
Yeah.
Like we already know this.
Although this was something
I stating the obvious.
I know. I love when Jacob deGrom shows his personality a little bit. And I loved last night they were saying, or he said like in a post-game interview or something, that when he was rehabbing in the minors, he wore jersey number 11 for Pilar because he just thought like that whole thing getting hit in the face and coming in the next day saying, am I playing, was just so badass that Jacob deGrom wanted to wear Kevin Pilar's number. I love that.
Put up a whole thing. I don't know if you saw it this morning.
I didn't.
She put up like the whole quote. It was like 3 paragraphs long of deGrom basically just gushing over.
I love it.
Like his excitement or his love for Pilar.
Oh, I might have seen this.
And that he was back. You know, I'm gonna just read this one really quick. I really enjoyed getting to know KP and the way he plays the game and how hard he plays and how much he wants to be out there. I have tremendous respect for him and have really enjoyed getting to know him and having him on the team. He's an awesome guy. And he goes on to say, like, you know, when he got hit and he came back, it was like such like a boost for the team. Yeah, it's incredible. And to have Pilar back, who still has multiple fractures in his nose.
Face surgery like 5 minutes ago, and he's out there playing, and he got hit.
Yeah.
Insane.
Insane.
Another freak of nature in the best way possible.
Absolutely. So listen, guys, these are late games coming up this week, and you want to make sure you're nice and stocked and ready with some Coors Lights, because I mean, for me, I'm off the beers this week, but for you guys, wherever you may be, maybe
fair
you
game for the rest of us.
Wash down some cold ones, make sure they're nice and cold, make sure those sunglasses or mountains are blue, and you can pick up your beers, your Coors Light beers on Drizly or Instacart. I'm in favor of Drizly, and Julia likes Instacart.
Instacart gang.
But did you notice how many Coors Lights were going around at the party this weekend?
I did.
So in the basement, you were playing flip cup or you were playing beer pong or something like that.
Running the beer pong table, yes.
But I was watching the group next to me. I was in between you guys and I was watching the other side.
The massive
they
group.
call it like stacks.
I didn't know what that was. I knew I wasn't going to be good at it. I was like, I'm doing really good with beer pong and I want my self-esteem to stay high, so I just stayed over there. But it was all Coors Light.
They were drinking it. They were playing this game responsibly,
of course, as we always do.
But the game was nuts. I couldn't even understand it. It's like you have to bounce a pong ball into something, and then I don't know. It was crazy. But yeah. If you want to play that game, find out what it is, Google it, and obviously
and hit up Drizly or Instacart.
Make sure you got your beers on deck. Make sure they're nice and cold. Make sure you want to refresh and chill with some Coors Lights. Always celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, and I guarantee I'm going to have at least. I was going to say 4.
That guarantee faded real quick.
Well, no, if I do well this weekend, I bring my 1 beer, and then people laugh at me on the internet for
no, it should be more than
off.
1.
I'll bring 2 beers. And
we're
this
getting
weekend
wild, guys.
In West Virginia,
2 whole beers for Darren.
Well, I gotta drive home.
Of course, responsibly.
It's a far drive.
Yeah.
So 1 a day. So I'll have 1 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday.
Perfect.
We'll and I'll have them in the fridge, nice and ready to go. It's gonna be a fun time. So why are you laughing at me?
Nothing.
Because I'm gonna have 2 beers this week. Well, I told everyone else at the party the other day. I was like, I'm gonna drink on 4th of July.
I know. 4th of July is like your homecoming. We're going to get wild Darren. He can stumble into his own bed at any time he wants.
I put myself to sleep last year. You guys were hanging out. You came back.
I left to work and I came back. I came back with my dog once the fireworks were over, and we were there till like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
We were playing Never Have I Ever. Like a bunch of 35-year-olds. It was like, well, what hasn't everyone done at this point?
Right.
It was great.
Yeah, so 4th of July, we'll turn it up a notch. I gotta get some Coors Lights and celebrate responsibly, of course. But speaking of responsible, I want to pull up some photos here from 9 years ago.
How is this responsible?
I don't know. I just like to, you know what? When I transition a little bit, I pick a word from
and just go with it and make it work.
You look like you're having a lot of you talk. My ears are fucking up again.
All right. Everyone knows I'm young. 9 years ago, I was even younger, as you can clearly see. But 9 years ago was my hands down, I will say, rivaled only by David's World Series home run, but they're right there. But I think this was my favorite night at a ballpark ever. Me and my dad got on the field for batting practice beforehand, and this is my favorite story ever. Mike Baxter was pretty new to the team at this time, and there was like some little kids next to me just like getting autographs from everybody, and Mike Baxter comes up to them. They're like, "Who are you?" And he was like, "I'm Mike Baxter, whatever."
I live down the block.
I know, literally. And my dad looks at Mike Baxter. He goes, "You keep playing the way you've been playing. Everyone here is going to know your name." And then that night, he had like one of the most historic catches in franchise history. Everyone knows Mike Baxter's name, so he likes to take credit for that. Explain
to me and everyone watching, how did this even happen? How did you get on the field? What was this about? I see your shirt here says Pirate Booty.
Okay, so no, that's complete. That's irrelevant.
Snack?
The Pirate. So that's my lucky shirt. It says Wright 5 on the back. When I first met David Wright, I won a contest when I was 15. To go to a baseball clinic run by David Wright that was sponsored by Pirates Booty, and that was the shirts we all had to wear. So I just made it my lucky shirt because that was the luckiest day of my entire life that I won that contest. So I wore it, and then you'll also see in the picture with my dad, I have my my lucky duffel bag that then eventually, like 6 years later or something, got me kicked out of the 7-line section because they thought there was a bomb in it, but it became that lucky that night too. But yes, a very kind soul gave us batting practice passes that day. It was like the first time ever we had ever gotten in the field, whatever. Had a wonderfully signed ball from David Wright, like personalized with his name. The best day of my life. I'm forever very grateful for that. I see in this
picture though, you have the credential like on your wrist.
Yeah, I was just wearing it.
You still have that?
Of course, yes. Okay. I still have it along with every other.
It probably has the date on it.
Yes, it has the
signed
date.
By Jay Horowitz on the bottom.
And then I have another ball that is signed by, I think, like Mike Baxter, Ike Davis, Kirk Newenhuis, pretty much everybody that was on the field that day.
Wow.
Short of Johan. So
wow,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I was in the upper deck. And that day was crazy because I don't know if I told this. I probably did. I probably told the story every year since then.
I know. I feel like I've told every single story I just told. Like,
now that I'm a dad, I tell the same stories a million times, and Kelly's so tired of it. But that day was a Friday, and we had a Friday night ticket package, and Kelly was at work. She couldn't go. So Shu got her ticket, and he texted me something during the day, or texted our other friend, like, "You want to go to the game tonight?" I said no. I guess we had a third or whatever. Yeah,
we were going to go on Saturday. It was the last minute to go Friday.
He wrote to them, "Oh, you're going to miss the no-hitter." But he would like always say that. So, but it kind of like I do that sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like, no-hitter tonight. But he said it and it actually happened.
Amazing.
But we're up in the seats, and Shu, we both had to go to the bathroom. And
been there.
He went. I didn't go. Like I held it and it kind of went away.
I did not have the same luck.
You told me this.
I told this story before. I had to pee since like the 4th or 5th inning. And I couldn't because there was a no-hitter, and I was not going to, like, I have my lucky t-shirt, lucky duffel bag. I'll be damned if I ruin the no-hitter going to the bathroom because clearly I am the main character in this story and it all revolves around me. So I held it the entire time. And then on strike 3 in the 9th inning, I jumped up, and that was the end of my denim shorts.
Yeah. So it's funny. Like it was kind of like opposite day for me. I got to lower this. I don't know if people at home could even hear that, but that's me in the upper deck with Shu. So he came to my house. We lived in Queens still. He came to my house. We went to McFadden's and we were hanging out. And I ordered like a Captain and Coke, which I never drink in my life. I don't know why I did this.
That's your lucky drink now.
And then I also got like Subway when we got into the game, which I never do either.
Yeah.
So it was like all these weird things that I was doing, not on purpose, but like first.
Right.
And then I get to the section, and then this is what happened. And I was like, all right,
that's like the magic formula. So did you try doing all of those things again to repeat it?
No, but when I start drinking again, maybe I'll have a Captain.
Do me a favor. Next time deGrom is on the mound, that's what we need you to do. I think that's the missing piece because he's going like 6 innings every game.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It has to. I mean,
we just need the Captain Coke and Subway.
Lizzie popped in.
Every time Lizzie walks in, I'm just expecting like nightmare news. Like no one can hear you.
Are still fucked up because I don't know what's going on. honestly, I'm going to completely disassemble this thing and put it back together when I get back from West Virginia. So that's on my agenda for after this weekend. But yeah, so after that, it started to rain, if you remember.
It was freezing that night.
It was cold, but then we went to McFadden's. Like, I got to go make a t-shirt.
Right.
I got to go design a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And by the next morning, we had the history shirts up.
So cool.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was the best. And I don't know if Johan has tweeted yet, but every single year on the anniversary, he tweets about it. It was like, love you, Mets fans. And it just makes me.
Well, he's going to do
really
something
happy.
tonight
I
with
know.
Jay Horowitz, Mike Baxter.
And Josh Tolley, who that was, if you'll remember, Josh Tolley is wearing that crazy obnoxious helmet. That was his first game back from a concussion. It was like a whole thing. He hadn't played in however long. And then he's in the whole mob. He didn't take his helmet off because he had just come back from a concussion. And he's wearing this obnoxiously large helmet.
Is that the night we saw Ike Davis's dick?
Allegedly Ike Davis's dick, but yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So behind Dick.
It was behind Dickie. It was the dick behind Dickie, which made it that much better. They were interviewing our Dickie, who had to pitch the next day, and he said something like, I don't want to go out there. And I'm pretty sure he said, like, throw Hefner out there or something. Like, I don't want to pitch.
Right.
But then...
allegedly, I'm sorry.
Allegedly. We can't confirm that was like Davis's dick.
So speaking of crotches, the shorts are coming out in a couple days on Thursday. We have a lot of these shorts, and people keep commenting like, oh, what's the inseam? And I forgot. Well, it gets better. So this one guy wrote like, I can't, this look very tight in the crotch area. I can't wear them. Like, who are you, Juana Uribe?
That really is like not like, I can't wear them. They're too tight in the crotch. I'm too big in the crotch.
Generational thing. Like younger people these days aren't wearing like really baggy shorts.
I know it is. It's the fashion tide is changing. Tight is in.
You know, I liked when Danny, I've talked about this before. When Danny worked here, I used to like, check with him like what do people wear that are
what
20?
are the youths into?
Yeah, what are the youths?
Yeah.
Not you know, the 40-year-olds like me. Like, what are we wearing? You know, people are really angry that they're not basketball shorts. And I'm like, well, listen, if you're not playing basketball or going to the gym,
you shouldn't be wearing basketball shorts.
Sloppy looking. Like I want them to be like nice.
You're not a 16-year-old boy. Stop wearing basketball shorts.
So the shorts are coming out on Thursday at 10 a.m. We have 3 different styles going up. I should have the website pulled up right now, but I don't.
But we don't.
Maybe I'll do that right now while we talk. So 3 different styles going up in sizes 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40. And I'm getting a lot of hate from the people that say that they aren't those sizes. But I was like, I did a Twitter poll, and the way we came up with it was asking, what size do you wear? And those were the most popular sizes.
Right.
So, the basketball people, I'm sorry. And the people who are larger than 40 or smaller than 30.
All the Juan Uribes out there.
I'm sorry. I didn't add it yet, but I do know the inseam now. And I will be posting the chart here maybe tonight or tomorrow. But don't worry, it'll be up there before the drop on Thursday morning.
And listen, if they're popular enough, maybe, who knows?
Which I think they will be.
I think so as well.
I don't have any concerns with these selling out. So if you guys are interested, there are 3 versions. If you're listening afterwards, go to the7line.com. But there's a pinstripe version that matches the 86, style uniforms from back in the day. There's a black version with the stripes on the side, blue and orange, and also a gray version that matches the road gray uniforms. So they are all around shorts, very soft, very breathable. They're great all around shorts. You can swim in them if you want. I wouldn't swim in the white ones, but that's it. So Thursday at 10 a.m. I honestly don't want to overhype them because when they sell out, people are gonna get pissed at me. So
Mercury Mets all over again.
Thursday, 10 o'clock. Make sure you're over there and pick them up. So let's talk about our friends over at Dugout Mugs.
I would love to,
because Father's Day is coming up, and what father would not want a Dugout Mug as a gift? So head on over to dugoutmugs.com. Use the special promo code 7line, the number 7 LINE. You get 35% off anything in their MLB collection. So anything with the MLB logo on it. We got the bat mugs here on the desk. We have the bottle openers. We have the wine glasses. They have the season opener, which is a bottle. Oh, I already said the bottle opener. The
wind up. That's the
wind
name.
up with the knob shots, the bottom of the bat. And they make great gifts, and you can definitely get yourself a discount code or a discount by using our special code. So 7line for 35% off, and definitely go check out their site. If there's anything else that you see on the site that you might want to pick up, it might not be discounted, but they still make great gifts. The engraving ones are awesome, and they got some other really cool stuff coming out soon. So definitely go check them out. And don't forget to use our code. That's how you get hooked up. Speaking of Father's Day, I'm obsessed with News 12.
Tara, woohoo! Our friend Tara works for News 12.
honestly, I have an unhealthy obsession with News 12. Like, I know all the people that are on the network. I know all the names of the people.
She's gonna love this.
Kevin VC. We got,
Erin Colton, our girl.
Erin Colton, Tara Joyce, Kevin Marr, all the people that work there. Lisa DeStefano.
Love it.
Anyway, so I'm watching News 12 yesterday morning when we wake up, and they're already doing like a special father. They're like highlighting fathers already. Like, fathers get a month now.
I mean, listen, fathers.
Like, as a dad, I'm like,
chill.
I'm like, yeah, it's like too much. Like, we don't need to highlight dads every day.
I mean, there's
month.
a lot of fathers out there. Maybe they
didn't do it for Mother's Day, I don't think.
Ooh.
So
well, that might be controversial.
I'm really just, shouting out the moms out there.
I was gonna say it's been like a heavy year. Maybe they're just trying to spread some positivity, some feel-good stories.
It was weird. It's okay. June 1st. We're like 3 weeks
Tara,
away.
We have a complaint.
I also another complaint. They call every weather that's coming through is storm watch. Storm watch. It's not like we're getting a hurricane.
I'm not commenting on this.
Like a little bit of rain the other day. Storm watch. We had like 1 inch of snow in February. Storm watch. Like, they breaking news. The red bar on the bottom. Storm watch. I'm like, this is crazy.
I can't. This is you and Tara can
Matt
talk about this.
No, I heard Matt Hammer and
I don't know.
Hoffman, Rich Hoffman, all the weather guys over there. It's not storm watch.
All right,
Pretty
so
crazy.
at them.
I'm gonna at them. I think I did at them, actually. I was like one of the people that write like the angry email or like the at.
That all goes to Tara.
Tara
is like
when
the
they want to
news
complain
desk.
about something. That's me.
You were complaining to Tara.
Yeah, I was like, like easy with the storm watch, guys. It's a little much.
I can't.
So back to the in-darts.
It always just comes back to the in-darts.
Well, we did a full episode about their wedding. So
go back and watch the
recap of their wedding. We had a whole episode about it here. I'm in the basement the other day, and when you guys were playing little games, and I noticed they just moved in, so obviously they still have stuff in boxes. Did you notice when you first walked down into the basement, they have the bags of outing t-shirts?
I think I personally moved that bag down to the basement when I was helping them move in.
Okay, well, you should have personally told them that they should go to Project Repat.
Oh, I'm almost positive that I did. Okay. So that's on them.
So
but we'll figure
Project Repat USA. If you're not following them, did it work?
It worked.
If you're not following that, I'm going to start banging my freaking microphone every time this thing starts freaking out. So go to Project USA on Instagram, follow their account. It's super easy. And every month, I have to get last month's winner and the one before that, actually, so I can shout them out on the show. But every month they select one of their followers who happens to have Mets stuff or orange or blue photo. They have to basically look at your account and know you're a Mets fan.
Right.
They're going to select one of you to get a free t-shirt quilt. Really awesome. Great idea for the in-darts if they're, trying to downsize their t-shirt collection.
I'm pretty sure Andrew is always in something Mets related. His at is like the 7-line Army General, so he'd be fine. Nothing to do.
So you take your t-shirts or your favorite jerseys or your favorite whatever, and you mail it to them, and you select your quilt size. They cut it out and they sew it together and make it into a quilt. It's freaking awesome. I'm showing one here now. You can see on the bottom there's like jerseys here. So I guess this girl, maybe she plays sports and she's not on those teams anymore and she wants to save it or remember a really great season you may have had, so on and so forth. So go to Project Repat USA, follow their account. They have over 500,000 happy customers. And then you can also go to their website, which is just projectrepat.com, and they have promo codes all the time. You just got to sign up for their mailing list, and I'm on it, so I know they don't email you like every day, but sign up, get involved, get your t-shirt quilt, and they'll hook you up. Just tell them that the 7-line sent you.
Woohoo!
So Pride Month this year.
Love
June
it.
1st. For all you people who hate on Pride Month because you're so close-minded,
get away from me.
We are going to continue doing this just because it pisses you off.
I love it. And I would just like to also really quickly reiterate why there is a need for a Pride Month.
And also, I'm sorry I didn't reply to your text the other day.
Oh, I don't know if we should
to
talk about it, but
no, we won't.
Yeah, but
people have been reaching out to us and saying that they appreciate our support. And
Yes.
actually, a couple people at the game the other night also did the same.
Yes.
We're not trying to, air out any personal text or direct messages from people, but this support that we've been giving is appreciated by people, and they've been reaching out to us. And
Yes.
I feel like it's important for brands to do what they can if they have the platform to. So
Absolutely.
Like you were saying.
Well, I was just going to say, because I mean, people will always, for whatever reason, still ask, why do we need a Pride Month and whatever?
One straight month.
Like, unless who you love has ever been illegal by the government unless it would get you kicked out of your house or disowned or, hated by an entire religion. There are people that that you may not even know fall under the LGBTQ plus community umbrella, whatever you would like to call it. And it is important that those people know, even if they don't know it applies to them directly, that you would accept them if they were to come out. And even the people who have, it's important to know who around you can feel safe and supported and being yourself around. And 1 month out of the year that we emphasize that is not going to kill you.
Right.
I can't. I'll talk about this for a whole hour. But we love Pride Month. We love. Love is love.
Love is love. So there are a few of the fitted caps left. The rest of the caps sold out super quick. And last year we were able to donate a little over $2,000 to the California Center. And I'm happy to announce that this year we are going to donate $6,100.32 to the California Center. All the hats didn't sell out yet, but we know they will.
Right.
So there's a few hats left. 100% of the proceeds go to the California Center. And shout out to Mike Meehan for helping set that up.
Love you, Mike.
So California Center is all about helping people stay off the streets. Like, there's a lot, the homeless number is pretty high. People feel like they're not safe at home, or maybe their parents kicked them out, or whatever it may be. So definitely check them out. Google them. California Center. Check should be coming in the mail soon. And we're also making stickers.
I saw that. Love that.
I was going to put them in every box, but then the people who are the haters and shit are just going to throw them out or whatever. So
it might as well go to people who are going to use
right.
them.
So we do have 2 outings planned in June. Hopefully we get to tailgate. I have 2,000 stickers. I mean, they're not very expensive. We usually give them out for free.
Yeah.
So what we'll do at the tailgates, I'll have them in my backpack or my drawstring. You can't bring backpacks anymore. And if you want one, just ask me, and I'll give them to you for free. And maybe some friends of yours that might want one, you can just take some for them as well.
Love it.
So that's the deal with that. So they're not here yet, but they should be here soon. And I'll keep you guys in the loop about that. But did you happen? I know you said you were kind of dozing in and out last night. Did you happen to see the woman? Or the girl, I don't know who it is, but let me scroll down. She was basically live tweeting the game, and Dwight Gooden was at the game.
Oh no, I did not see this.
So let me pull this up really quick. So Doc was at the game, and he's been very outspoken about how much, obviously he's a pitcher, and how much he loves watching Jacob deGrom do his thing. But let me pull up this Twitter account. At Anna Bryce, ANNABRICE. She was out there in Arizona last night and basically live tweeting the game. So I was following like her tweets and watching the game at the same time.
That's so cool.
But she posted this photo early on saying, this guy in the section behind me keeps yelling, "Hey Doc," and she looked over and it was Dwight Gooden.
Oh my god!
Like she didn't even realize he was just sitting there. In the seats, not like trying to be bougie, just sitting there. I'm sure, when he walked out, he did get help from security. Like, all right, I'm going to leave now. Let me help me get out of here, But Dwight Gooden was there hanging out.
That's awesome.
And this is what you were talking about you were watching Lindor wait for the players to come off the field. She noticed that as well and tweeted about it and then put the photo up. So I was basically just following her tweets.
It's cool, especially at away parks, because I just feel like the team functions differently. Everyone functions. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And there was so many Mets fans there.
Yeah,
they were
awesome.
loud.
Looked great. So shout out to all you guys if you're going back tonight. I know tomorrow's a day game, so it's good for us. It's like a 4:00 start. But yeah, shout out to Anna. Hopefully she's going back tonight. Hey, you know what? I'm going to shoot her a follow. There you go, Anna. I'm going to shoot her a follow. I don't know if she watches the show, but if she does,
hi Anna.
I'm going to try to watch
Keep up the great content.
Her tweets tonight. Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
I know, I do too.
Awesome. So we forgot to do this somehow because I'm an idiot, but post it on your wall. Post the show. It's very low in my ears right now.
It's low in mine too.
I don't know what's going on here with the headphones, but if you're watching the show live and you want some free stuff, this is not sponsored by Coors Light, but they did give us a bunch of stuff that we were going to use for tailgates. And since we're not tailgating, we're just going to use it for this. It is a short-sleeved hooded t-shirt and a koozie, which can be used either you pour the drink in or you unscrew the bottom and you can slide a seltzer in.
Yes.
Coors Light seltzer in there. So if you want that for free, post the show on your wall. Just hit the little share button. If you're watching on Twitter, hit the retweet button as I drop my pen here on the floor. I don't really need it anyway. And next week, we will select some winners. We have 2 winners here from last week. So drum roll here on Twitter. And by the way, I did reach out to everyone who I owed stuff to.
Good job.
Today. Because I know this week's going to be short for me. I got, West Virginia. Everything's coming up this week.
Make it a button.
Yeah, I do need to make a bun for West Virginia. So last week's winners on Twitter, we have @peanut5214, and on Facebook we have Jen Lucella or Lausella,
Laucella, maybe?
Laucella.
Either way, I don't know.
LAUCELLA. Congrats to you guys. I like that the people comment every week and they say, "Am I going to win this week?" And then they don't, and they get angry at us. So
but at least they keep trying.
Yeah, keep trying.
We love the fact checkers.
Helps us out. The fact checkers are awesome. So yeah, this week I'm hoping that I don't drink coffee anymore or caffeine, so it's tough for me to really turn it up a notch and stay up till 1 a.m. I did it last night. I'm proud of myself.
I meant to nap yesterday and I just didn't. I stayed in bed literally the entire day, but did not nap. It was
Who's pitching tonight?
poorly planned.
Do we know?
Stroman?
Is it Peterson? Stroman?
I don't know. The order's all fucked up because DeGrom was injured. So
Taiwan pitched on Saturday, and then they didn't play yesterday. They didn't play Friday.
I have no idea.
I don't know if anyone knows who's pitching tonight.
Fact checkers, let us know who's pitching tonight.
Fact check us in the comments here. Nothing yet, but
all right. We're
so yeah, that's the story. So
Stroman, I see Gianna. I trust Gianna.
I trust Gianna with my life.
Gianna had it first. Per source, Gianna Stroman.
Awesome, Stroman, you're first. I mean, Gianna, you're first on Stroman. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm shot. So things to remember, guys. Listen, Friday. First Thursday shorts. Friday, the next adding will go up. I'm going to email everyone about that soon.
Right.
And on June 9th, the Philly tickets go up. So I'm sure we'll talk about this next week as well. But Philly tickets will go up. If you're a member, you'll be able to do a pre-sale. If you're not a member, then you'll purchase with the public, and there'll be enough to go around. Just make sure you're on time.
Oh, I meant to ask, when you mentioned the rally bus before, are there any rules for the rally bus with COVID?
They're not giving us any rules, but I think we're going to implement our own, where if you feel more comfortable, we're not going to ask people to, it's going to be honor system.
Yeah.
We're not going to be like, show me your card, show me your vaccination. Like, there'll be a bus that'll be like, do whatever the hell you want bus.
Right.
And
if you're comfortable, go there. If you're not, stay.
If you're not, you want to, people can do whatever they want. You want to wear your mask, you don't want to wear your mask. I think it's pretty much up to the person now. I mean, look at stores. Like, you can go to Stop and Shop. You go anywhere now without one.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like, I almost feel like I walk in, seeing people not wearing the mask, and I'm like, but like, that's fine. It's normal.
I mean, I haven't been wearing mine in every store, and almost like, I feel like it's like 50% now. 50,
I have been just out of habit. Also, I walk into a store and I'm not sure what that store's policy is, so I kind of just wait.
Well, I look at the door. I have it with me, and I look at the door. If the door doesn't have a thing on it, then you don't have to wear it, I guess. But I feel safe. Like, I feel safe everywhere I go now. I definitely followed the rules for a year, and now it's like, all right, if you don't tell me I need to wear it, I'm not going to wear it.
Right. I get it.
So, not telling you what to do out there, but that's what I've been doing. So that's the story. 30 games in 30 days is what I actually titled this show, and we didn't even say that yet.
And it's also the cursed month of June for the Mets.
Sucks. They've went Junes where they win 5 games.
The best I saw it today, I'm pretty sure the best they ever did in June since 2013 was they went 14-14 in 2017, and I think 2017 was the most boring, forgettable team of all time. I could not tell you one thing that happened memorable in 2017, except that the Mets went 500 in the month of June, which is an accomplishment all in of itself.
Do you follow this kid, Dylan Hornick?
I love Dylan. Yes, he was formerly fake Freddie Benson, but his account got suspended. It's a whole thing. Follow Dylan. He's great.
Okay, so @_Hornick_, he wrote, anyone, happy June, Mets fans brains. And it's a photo of, Willie, in the background, because he was fired in June.
All the sad.
You can't really see it. You should go on Twitter afterwards, but you could see like all these circled records. It's the month by month records, and in June they went 5-21 one year. They went 10-16 one year. They just suck in June. So
they're bad, and this is honestly, people keep thinking, okay, well, when are all these injuries going to catch up to them in the standings?
Right.
I feel like if we can get through June, I'm buying my playoff tickets. I'm like, we can do anything. We're in.
Right. Well, now with the guys coming back too,
maybe
we'll see what's going on with
when
Davis.
When did Noah get hurt? Did we talk about that last week, or did that happen after?
It happened after the show.
So yeah.
So Noah has another bump in the road, and everyone's the night of. It's like, don't get too excited. It's going to be fine. And I was like, I retweeted the Dr. Evil, like, right.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know the other shoe's going to drop tomorrow, and you're going to tell us, all right.
And when is Carrasco coming back? Have we heard anything on him?
Who knows?
Exactly. So that's kind of why I'm a little nervous.
Right.
But
if they were able to, like you said, though, if they were able to get this far.
If they can get through June, I have
June
faith.
1st, and the Mets have the largest margin over a second place team in the entire league.
I am genuinely, just because I would rather be pleasantly surprised than disappointed. In my mind, I have already written off Syndergaard and Carrasco for the rest of the season. Like, I'm sure they will come back at some point, but in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, we don't have them this year. They need to make it the rest of the way, planning that they're not going to come back, because you do.
Well,
you never know what's going to happen.
In years past, when the Mets wouldn't do anything at the trade deadline,
because their trades would be, we're
right.
calling up Conforto.
No, that's what I mean.
Someone's coming back from injury.
So it's like they don't make a trade, but then they're like,
Nuh-uh.
but this almost feels like one.
I know,
we're
but
getting...
no. And it's a new dawn, a new day, a new owner. Steve Cohen, do not play that game. Go get help, because who knows when they're coming back.
Speaking of Steve Cohen, I know we only got a couple minutes left.
Did you
here,
see his tweet this morning?
Yeah. I don't know if I liked it or if I retweeted it, but I like when he chimes in and chirps every once in a while. So he wrote on Twitter at 2:41 p.m. I'm noticing a lot less complaining when the team is doing well. And everyone obviously chimes in, yada, yada. It's great. I hope he's doing all his own tweets. I hope it's not like a Noah situation.
I do not think he has somebody tweeting for him. I think he's very authentically himself.
He broke the news on Sunday that the game was canceled.
I love it.
Rained out an hour before the Mets account did.
I love it.
He was replying to people.
It's him.
Like fake Ronald Reagan account. Like random people, like, weird avatars, weird names, whatever on Twitter. He's replying to these people. Like, game's canceled. It was great.
But it's great. And I love it. And that's another reason. I really believe him and his family. They're Mets fans. They want to see the Mets do well. I'm sure they took note of seasons past when that was the June routine of like, we're going to get somebody back. We don't need to make a trade. So I'm hoping they will not follow
Speaking
suit.
of the family, we'll end on this. I got a pen from the Give Foundation.
Oh, I love that.
And it's the best pen I've ever used in my life. I actually went on Amazon and ordered pens.
Wow.
They came to the house yesterday and Kelly goes, "Did you buy pens?" I'm like,
they were so
good. They're
quality.
so good. I had to buy them. They're like kind of expensive, but like
Cohen pens are superior.
Cohen pens.
Is that the pen you dropped?
No.
Well, that's why you dropped it.
I would never drop.
You would never drop a Cohen.
I would never drop the Cohen pen. All right, guys. So listen, we'll see you next week. Can we do a little bit later show on Monday? Next Monday?
Yeah, I'm good for Mondays.
I'm getting back from West
The later,
Virginia.
the better for me on Mondays.
So next Monday, time
TBD.
But I'm going to be coming back from West Virginia, hopefully with the regional number.
Heck yeah.
I don't expect to win, but if I get top 10,
no, he's going to win.
It's the best of the best.
You are the best of the best.
No, I'm not.
Fake it till you make it. Let's go.
11 months. So if in my class, I mean, there's different classes. If I get top 10 in the regional class,
all right,
I'll be ecstatic. I'll have the freaking
hanging up on the wall
trophy behind me here, and I will be 2 Coors Lights deep.
Perfect.
All right, guys, celebrate responsibly, of course, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, the Mets do well the rest of this
first
road
week
trip.
of June. Buckle up.
This weekend's going to be rough. They're going to San Diego, and they're wagon. San Diego's awesome. So
we got it.
We'll see. All right, guys, let's go Mets. See you next week. And don't forget to...
You forgot it last week.
I know. Sorry, Howie.